It is now 6:15 on this Monday night. So, wow, it turned out to be a very nice day today.
Started a little murky, right?
Yeah.
Everybody kind of got up this morning, went, the great. All the kids who are home from school are like, man, come on.
You're right.
Give it a few hours. Patience counts this time of the year, certainly. When we get locked in with these muggy mornings and that fog, it takes time for that fog to mix out. And once it did, we were off to the races with a beautiful afternoon. We have a nice evening setting up, very comfortable. Temperatures are going to fade back into the 60s. It is a little muggy out there. We may still have some patchy fog that forms overnight tonight, but we are not expecting the widespread fog like we had this morning. That fog really didn't go away per se. The moisture in that fog didn't really go away, I should say, because that fog then dissipated. It started to mix out, but we have all that humidity that's here, and we ended up with a nice cirrus deck today. So pop up little cirrus clouds moving through the area. As temperatures warmed, we did have a lake breeze that formed, and that lake breeze keeping the downtown area cooler, sitting just under 70 degrees right now, and we are in the mid-70s, just a mile or two inland. Farther south, temperatures are still sitting in the 80s, and tomorrow we will once again likely have a lake breeze, but because of how much heat we're talking about for tomorrow, that lake breeze will probably be jammed right up against the lakeshore. So if you're going to the beach tomorrow, you'll probably be feeling that cool, refreshing breeze off the lake. Just a mile or two inland, though, that refreshment is not going to be there. That is nothing compared to the heat that is building in the deep south and the southwestern U.S. Vegas is at 102. That's nothing for them. But in the next few days, their temperatures are going to be cranking up, and that's because our hemispheric pattern is going to be changing. We have a heat dome that will be building across the southwestern U.S. That heat dome will lock into place all that heat. It's like a big bubble of hot air, and it takes over. And all of the storm systems that are trying to make their way into the U.S. have to now go up into Canada, and then they ride down the eastern edge of that bubble of hot air. So things are cooler in Canada. We get the cooler air that comes down our direction. So we will not be participating in this heat bubble initially. But in the longer term forecast, this hot air very slowly begins to slide to the east, and there's an even bigger bubble of hot air that begins to build out in the eastern Pacific. And now the question is, where does that go? Well, it's eventually going to shove things eastward. And I would look right now for the mid to latter part of June to be heating up significantly here in Northeast Ohio. All right, let's back it up to just tomorrow, okay? We're warm for today. We're going to be hot tomorrow. And look at the heat that builds out in the western U.S. At the same time, things are a little bit cooler here later on this week. So as the heat builds in one place, the colder air settles in another. And we will be on the cooler side of things initially, but the heat will eventually catch up to us. In the local forecast for tonight, it's beautiful. Temperatures dropping back into the 60s, mostly clear skies, and that sets us up for a beautiful day tomorrow. And your National Design Mart on the hour forecast, upper 80s will be with us. It's going to feel like summer. The kicker here, it's also going to be humid. As the heat is coming in, the dew point temperatures are going up, and that is really going to be pushing things to the limit. Although I don't think we're going to be pushing record highs. Records for tomorrow in the 90s, well into the 90s, with the exception of New Philadelphia. Record high tomorrow is at 89, set in 1948. We could tiptoe toward it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to actually kiss 89. However, it's going to feel every bit of 90 plus in all of northern Ohio tomorrow. You can see the feels like temperatures here in the pink. So even though our air temperatures will likely read in the upper 80s, it's going to feel like it's in the low 90s. You're going to need to take precautions. Make sure you stay hydrated, get in the shade if you can, and definitely keep an eye on the kids of all ages. Here's your Medina Country Club forecast. Temperatures will be cooling off. As promised, there you go, 70 with some showers around on Friday. That's as we're going to be hearing a lot about the western U.S. heating up. Eventually, though, that heat dislodges, and I would look at the end of next week for that heat to get here, and we could be seeing temperatures pop up into the upper 80s, if not 90s.
I liked that little blue bubble that's over us.
Yes.
So
the little blue bubble of comfort. Yes, I like that too. Yeah.
All right, Betsy. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.